Today, we're going to walk through the Cornhusker Council website and explore its major features so that you're aware of what the Council website is able to do for you, your unit, your families, and volunteers. The Cornhusker Council website is designed to be an information tool as well as an event promotions and registration opportunity for you and your scouts and families. And part of this is accomplished by promoting events that are bigger in nature and more important that you be aware of through two methods. First off, as you can see, the images rotating in front of you right here are what you would call our event ticker. These are the highlight events, the highlight activities coming up in the next 60 to 90 days generally. There are some exceptions. You see the Jambo 2013 banner that floats through here periodically. That is a large national event here's the Jambo 2013 banner. That takes a lot of planning to do, so we promote that for much longer than 60 to 90 days. But generally, your most important stories in the entire council are going to be listed under today's top stories. These include events as well as news pieces that you may want to consider reading. For example, ways to boost your unit recruitment. That's a news article that will give you some neat tips and tricks to work on to be able to improve your unit's recruitment that you had this fall. Get her done at the Cub Scout Redneck Games. That is an event article that is specifically promoting an event that's coming up that Cub Scout families may be interested in. Another spot you're going to see items of importance for the particular season are going to be on the left-hand side here with these large buttons. Now, the Golden Sun Lodge will always be there, as that is a link to our Order of the Arrow Lodge's website. And the rest of these, however, will come and go as the season requires. So there may not always be a popcorn button right here. There may not always be a National Jamboree button. At the bottom of the front page is the Another News section. This is additional information that is important for you or your families to be aware of, but may not be some of the most important things for this particular time. Along the right-hand side, we see the BSA Quick Links. These are links to BSA, Boy Scouts of America, nationally provided resources. For example, scoutstuff.org takes you to the National Scout Shop website. Brian on Scouting is a link to the Scouting Magazine blog. Above this, we see the unit resources, online training. It's a direct link to the online training resource, so you can take youth protection, or if you're Cub Scouts, you can take basically any of your leader trainings. As well as an additional link to the online rechartering, which we do every November, December. Above this, you see a council-wide calendar of the next 14 days. This includes everything that the council is providing as an activity or an event that you need to be aware of in the next 14 days. Above the 14-day calendar, you have the district quick links. These link you to the service areas that your unit may be a part of. Seven Feathers is for the southeast corner of the council. Salt Valley is Lincoln and Lancaster County, and Prairie Winds is the western and northwestern 8 counties of the council. Above this, you see the 4 social media networks that the council is currently a part of. We do have an active Facebook page, we have a YouTube page, as well as a Twitter account, and we do have a Google Plus account as well. On the left-hand side are our primary links for the council website, and they're alphabetized. So at the top you see activities and events. This is where you'll find information about all activities and events that are council sponsored. Again, that's important because if you are looking for a district camporee or a district dinner or a district Cub Scout day camp, you're going to want to check out your district's web pages on the Salt Valley District, Prairie Winds District, or Seven Feathers District for information about that. And then continuing down, you see the Camping and Outdoor Program. We'll click on that real quick. Camping and Outdoor Program is the primary link to the summer camp opportunities, essentially, that the Cornhusker Council offers. You can see that we do have separate pages for Cub Scout day camp programs, Fun with Sun family camping programs, Weeblo's resident camp programs, and Boy Scout resident camp program, and information for those who might be interested in working on camp staff at Camp Cornhusker, which would serve resident camps for Webelos and Boy Scout camp. In addition to that, you do see at the bottom here information about the high adventure bases that the National Boy Scouts of America program offers. Along the top, you see the home button. The home button always brings you back to the front page. The calendar button, which is one of the most visited pages on the entire website, shows you our council calendar. So for example, this is October 2012. This is where everything that the council is providing as events or opportunities during October 2012. You might notice there's two events that have a caution sign along with an exclamation point on them. As I've scrolled over them, you can see that the district committee workshop has been canceled. And that's what that golden caution sign with an exclamation point means. But let's scroll over the Merit Badge University at Concordia University, for example. We can see that that is not canceled. It's actually occurring all day October 27th from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And if you want to register from the website, from the calendar, you can do so by clicking on the orange registration button. All the way down here at the bottom, I want to point out that there are 8 different calendars that the website provides for your use. And basically what they do is drill down program areas or geographic areas that you might be interested in. So if you're a Cub Scout family but you just want to see Cub Scout events, you'll click on Cub Scout events. If you're somebody in the Lincoln area and you want to know what's going on in scouting in the Lincoln area, then you'd click on the Salt Valley District calendar. If you're needing training and you want to see what training opportunities are being currently offered in the Cornhusker Council, you can click on Training Program Calendar. Let's go ahead and scroll back up and let's visit the Contact Us page. This is where you'll find all of the contact information for the Cornhusker Council, professional staff, office staff, trading post, and Camp Cornhusker. We scroll down here and you can see you've got the address here for Camp Cornhusker if you need to send any contact info down to Camp Cornhusker. You've got our trading post hours, and you've also got a link to the council staff directory. Let's click on that. This is the full list of individuals currently employed with the Cornhusker Council on a full-time basis. So you see at the top here you have your professional staff. Professional staff are the individuals charged with working with the geographic areas of the Cornhusker Council as well as the council as a whole to deliver quality scouting programs to you and your families. The support staff are charged with similar functions as the professional staff, but they have a little more specific roles. For example, Paula Rezick is the Scout Shop Manager. That means she's the one you work with to order any awards or uniform pieces that you may need here at the Outdoor Education Center. Moving down the page a little bit, you do see that we have a new section here called Council Contacts by Service Area. This is designed to help you out. It is the same individuals as you find above, but it's organized by topics that they work with. For example, let's say you have a question about your adult training records, training recognition, and training record processing. You see that Georgia Niemeyer at the Council Service Center is the one to contact. But you may have questions about the Lowe's Eagle Scout Grant Program that the national organization is sponsoring this year for any youth currently working on their Eagles. Then you'll notice that Jared Reimers is the person to contact for that. This list is updated on a regular basis as assignments change and as individuals need to provide more service to other areas. So we do encourage you to check this contact list if you have any questions about specific topics. Moving down the list on the right-hand side here, you see we've got a Resources and Forms section. This Resources and Forms section is intended to be a catch-all for any resources, forms, or general information that you might need to be able to get from the Cornhusker Council or the National Boy Scouts of America program. And just let's click on Forms and Printed Materials and see what we've got here. In here we've got advancement-related forms, awards and recognition-related forms, commissioner service, medical-related forms, membership-related planning resources, and travel-related forms. For example, let's click on membership-related forms. This is your one-stop shop, as it were, for everything related to membership unit operations, and recruitment. And you can access any of these forms as long as you've got Microsoft Office, as long as you've got the ability to read a PDF or the internet. You'll be able to access anything that is currently listed on this section of the website. Moving down the list, we've got our unit information section. In another video, we'll cover how to start a unit website on cornhuskercouncil.org if you've never used the unit website function that we have. It's important that you at least explore the function because it is a access point for one of the types of registration the council can provide, and it's important that everyone is at least familiar with this registration function. Last but not least, we do have a donate button. This is a method that you can use to encourage your families to donate to the Cornhusker Council that for some reason may have missed their Friends of Scouting presentation or might desire to give to the council in general. Well, let's go ahead and click here to learn more. We can see that currently we have a Friends of Scouting donation, so they can donate and direct their gift to you, which would be credited toward your family Friends of Scouting. Or they can also do a James E. West Fellowship. A James E. West Fellowship is unfortunately not able to be designated toward a family Friends of Scouting, but these are our two options we have at this point. In addition to that, we do have a How to Help button, and this gives anybody who may be interested in assisting with the scouting program 10 ideas as to how they can get involved in the scouting program. And in addition to this, we do have a separate address, cornhuskercouncil.org/scholarship, and we'll visit that real quick. cornhuskercouncil.org/scholarship is where you can access any assistance paperwork that you may need to be able to help any families with uniform costs, with registration for camp or events, or registration to be in scouting, as well as any literature needs. So if they need to be able to purchase their book but they can't justify the purchase at this point, here's where you'd find that paperwork to be able to help them take care of that. One other scholarship opportunity I want to mention to you, if you click on the Join Scouting button. Join Scouting button, by the way, covers some general information for anybody who might be interested in joining Scouting. So feel free to direct anyone who may be interested in Scouting but want to read more about it to cornhuskercouncil.org/join, or National also offers a great resource as well called beascout.org. You can find that link right here. If you happen to know any youth in your family, in your units, that are individuals who receive Coventry, Nebraska Medicaid's Doc Bear Club, they're actually eligible for assistance in the form of receiving a Year of Boys Life magazine, as well as a year of Boy Scout membership for free as part of their Coventry Doc Bear Club benefits. Now, we'll point out that this website is not current, as this text that I just highlighted is out of date. Coventry of Nebraska is, as of recording of this video, a statewide program, as is the Doc Bear Club. So if you have anyone who is a Doc Bear Club member, they get scouting for free. All they need to do is fill out this application that my cursor is currently highlighting, and that needs to be submitted to the Council Service Center for them to be able to receive that free year of scouting and free Boys Life magazine. The last feature we'll mention for today is the Council website does have a universal search function, and it is powered by Google, so it is a relatively accurate search function. So we'll give it a shot here and type in something that generally occurs every year called the Fall Camporee and see what we come up with. And we see right away we have 1, 2, 3, 4 separate articles that illustrate the Fall Camporees that just happened here in the Cornhusker Council. So it is an accurate function, but definitely make sure to read for detail just in case it pulls up information that may be older than what you're prepared for. As it is powered by Google, it does retain everything. If you have any questions about what you've heard here today, please contact the Council Service Center at 402-488-6020 or info@cornhuskercouncil.org. Again, the phone number was 402-488-6020 or info@cornhuskercouncil.org.